Hi, good evening. Hi, Jasmine, Antonio. Good to see you guys back.
Hi.
Good. So we're missing one member of our group session, Kyle. He was unable to make it today, but we'll keep on moving without him, and maybe next time he'll join us for our last session, which will be next week. So let's go over the rules once again. What we established last week. Remember, there will be no cross talking, which means that when one person is speaking, you allow them to finish their thought and their sentence, and we don't comment while they're speaking. We just wait for them to be done, and then we can intervene or make a comment or state whatever. There will be no foul language, no curse words, and no eating. Everyone is going to participate. We're not here just sitting back and watching and listening because it's groups, so we learn from one another. So let's do a quick little recap from last week. We discussed what did we talk about last week? Stress. We identified how we feel. Remember when we are stressed out. Can someone tell me how they, what they mentioned last week, how they feel when they get stressed? AJ? What happens inside your body? What do you feel? What do you notice to change when you're stressed?
That you just feel frustrated.
Mm-hmm. You feel anxious, like you have to move around and like you don't have control of yourself. I remember you were saying last week, Jasmine, that you get angry when you're stressed. Who mentioned feeling fear or frustration? AJ said he feels frustrated.
I think Kyle.
Oh, it was Kyle. Okay, so we talked about what was one of the activities that we did to help us to alleviate our stress. We did meditation. Was that a thumbs up or thumbs down? Was that a good activity? No. What did we come to the conclusion about meditation?
That doesn't really work for us.
Yeah, meditation maybe for this age group, meditation is not the best thing. So what was your assignment for this week? Since we talked about meditation not being useful to us, what were some things that we discussed that could be? So remember, you guys were supposed to come up with a few ideas that you guys use that would be useful in relieving your stress.
I was just waiting if Jasmine was going to I draw or listen to music.
Okay. What is it about the drawing, or let's talk about drawing. What is it about drawing that helps you to relieve stress?
It kind of gives me a sense of like a calming or serenity.
Yeah. Okay. So you're saying like it centers you. It takes your attention to the drawing and then away from the thing that's stressing you, right? Okay, so music kind of does something too. It puts your mind in the music, and then you're kind of like with the artists and where they are. So if they're talking about love, now you're thinking about love. Or, if they're talking about the Nene or some trap stuff, are you thinking about doing some trap stuff? You probably don't know what that is. Okay, yeah. All right, so AJ, what are some things that you do when you're stressed?
I like to find somewhere that will center me and that will not take me off. Shut the door and just lay on my bed.
That's really good. Clear your head when you're stressed out is to get into a quiet place where there's nothing around you. So Jasmine likes to get her mind away from stress, and you, when you're stressed, you like to just calm your mind and take it to nothing, right? So what if you're in a position where you can't get to a quiet place to just free your mind from everything, what do you do then?
Um, like if I'm at school, I'll just like lay my head on my desk and like just listen to what the teacher is talking about.
Do you notice that scratching your afro kind of helps you to de-stress? I think you like to scratch your afro. Let's see. No? Sometimes? Yeah, okay. That's a sign of anxiety. When your scalp itches all the time and you feel like you need to scratch it, that's a form of anxiety. So does scratching your afro help you?
Sometimes, but no.
Yeah. Okay. I heard that you play sports. Is that a good stress relief for you when you're playing sports? Or does that make you more stressed?
I'd say in order to relieve stress,
Mm-hmm.
cause like I could take all my anger out on the field.
Oh, on the field. Yeah. Okay, that's really good. A lot of people use exercise to relieve their stress. People do use dancing. Some people go into a space and they yell really loud to relieve their stress. So I want you guys to talk about some of the things that you feel inside your body when you're getting stressed. Jasmine, how do you feel when you're stressed?
Tired.
Feel tired?
Kind of done with everything.
Okay, what about like internally? Do you feel like your heart racing? Your mind is just like squeezing?
My back starts hurt.
Your back starts hurting? That's very interesting. Some people feel their stress in their shoulders. For women, we feel it, females, we feel it in our shoulders. Men tend to feel it in their neck or, between their shoulder blades. A lot of people are different. When I get stressed, I kind of feel it in my jaw area, and I feel like I have to pop it. I don't know. So it's just our body reacts to stress because it's actually detrimental to our body. It breaks our body down, so it's not good for us to continuously to feel stress. So that's one of the things I want us to come up with ideas. Since Jasmine has tools, but it's not always easy to pull out a piece of paper and draw when we're stressed, or pull out our headphones if we're at school. So we need to come up with ways to recognize this being a stressor and moving straight from it. So I want to talk about a good stress. When we're feeling good stress is good. It's a stressor that's actually good for us. It's called eustress. It's like an internal thing that our body uses to motivate us. Do you guys know what it means to be motivated?
To get like pumped up.
Pumped up.
Or get like something that pushes you to do something.
That is great. Pushes you to do something. Because if we didn't have a motivation, we would kind of sit around and do nothing all day. You know what I'm saying? Like we would probably lay around. If you didn't say Jasmine, like what's something that motivates Jasmine?